오랜만에 T1이었거든요. 기억이 안 날 정도입니다. 지금의 T1은. 제니가
캐리.
버즈가 전면을
아니 무슨 거자요?
거기로 페이커가 무겁군요. 다 닦입니다. 다 끝납니다.
T1 반짝 플레이오프 2라운드로
Feel like they watched the C9 series last night where Silas was this big problem and we couldn't quite work out where to put Seraphine in the matchup and all these sorts of things. So that was definitely a bit of a shout out. I like it. As Renekton banned away from Rascal makes a whole
opportunity for Life to pick it up, and he will. This is, I think, a very strong bot duo that we haven't really seen come to fruition until playoffs, and I was a little bit surprised by it, but you could see this strong CC. It's safe into almost every matchup you're going to face on the top side. And I wonder where Rascal goes as a response here, because, you know, it doesn't feel like there's really a great counter pick. Ooh, the Ornn would be a really big throwback to one of his stronger champions, historically speaking, and also would give this comp even more scaling power and team fighting prowess. And even though it's a rare pick here, and it's not necessarily
earlier against the Orianna, we know that her lane control late is definitely much better, but ramps up.
Comes Clid.
As, yep, Clid's going to wrap around from behind. He's going for carrier here. Of course, you can't lantern yourself as the Flame Chompers are avoided. Teddy, actually, though, not able to get onto the lantern, and he's just gobbled up by Life, who will say thank you so much for the first blood. The Crab Ray from Clid as he takes down his former teammate.
You know, in this moment, T1 actually had two extremely pushed lanes. They had midi punish there. We'll watch it again. Look at the map here. Look at where Faker is standing, and look at where that ward is on the river. Clid goes all the way around, and they just have no idea this is coming. Way overextended, and it's just a really easy cleanup from here. Teddy is chain CC'd, and there's nothing Keria could do for him.
Yeah, body blocking Lantern as well was really clever there from Gen.G. However, I thought that, you know, Teddy had an opportunity to take it a little bit earlier, but Keria holding onto his flash, not actually
take the Herald themselves, but they can deny it multiple times here from T1.
Yeah, getting control of these chokes as well is just so easy for BDD at the same time. He's got that shockwave at the ready. There is no Ornhorn, but he did manage to take down the Herald and see whether any of these kills do come down. In a little bit of trouble is the Olaf as the eye is taken. 3-man shockwave from BDD is huge, but now Rascal out of position. Super Mega Deathrocket body blocked by Keria, cuz would have been very, very close to taking him down there, as it is going to be secured by Gen.G. Gets through unscathed as another control ward goes down. Gen.G have picked up the aggro, and you can feel just how much both of these teams know the importance of this position. In comes the Ram, looking for Cuz, who does throw down the Ragnarok, but no way can he get into position. And T1 are going to give it away. You can see they were like, nope, it's a little too dangerous. Losing a fight here would be catastrophic. Yeah. We have to give it up.
And that's why it feels lose-lose for T1 in this game, Atlas, because you give up the Drake here. That's a massive advantage for Gen.G. They're on sole point now, and if you try and lose the fight, then you lose the game like at that moment, right? But now it feels like you're just losing the game slower. But I think it was the right call to back off. I mean, the Ornhorn
they had
alone,
to, right? Yeah.
The Ornhorn alone just makes it so you can't even attempt to contest, and that's the power. Even before we get to the Supreme Late game of Ornn in these 5v5 fights. And Gen.G might not have been in a position to actually force this fight on their terms if they were behind earlier. And they just have been so stable and so slightly ahead.
See whether T1 are actually just looking for a trade. They could potentially run at the Baron. There is Severum Crescendum. This is real rough. Ruler's going to go over and try and solo this one out. And we'll see whether Gen.G can play enough defense.
This is so scary here for Gen.G to actually split this up.
Super Mega Death Rocket flying on towards the Baron, Cuz taking a fair bit of damage here. Baron down to about 1,000, and it is secured by T1, but now the fight is on. Rascal doesn't find too much value there, but the Jinx takes down the Aphelios. Olaf, of course, is going to die, and Gen.G get Mountain Soul, give up Baron, but now 2 kills. Will this mean a broken base as Canna is running for the hills? The very terrified Yuumi is exactly how I would be feeling in that circumstance as well, as Clid comes on over. They're looking to try and stagger this one out.
Even the
BDD comes
teleport.
over, And yeah, I just don't think that he's going to stand much of a chance here.
And
no more stopwatch.
They were able to take the Baron, but they weren't able to group on it. And you saw the massive damage coming through onto Cuz there from the Super Mega Death Rocket.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult to say.
I mean, like the Ziggs Jinx combo, just Mega Inferno Bomb, Super Mega Death Rocket, like, there's too many.
Watch this though. T1 are not fully grouped. Faker isn't here, and you see that Kana is on the edge. He's trying to deny them from taking the Baron away, but I think he should have probably been on the bottom side of the fight, trying to make sure they don't get wiped. Like, Teddy is in a Baron pit by himself, and when he's done, this fight is done. And sure, you get the Baron, you trade it here, but the fact that GEN were so proactive about getting in there and trying to cut them off, preventing Faker from getting in, is why this play worked. Atlas, you can see Abyssal Voyage forward. They want to catch Kana. He has to ult out, but the base is about to be unlocked.
Yeah, Biddy didn't actually know which way he wanted to go. The first missed Shockwave for him is going to get a flash, and Kana is going to survive.
And this is going to be a Baron easily here for GEN. They get a pick or two there. They can just walk down the red carpet. But this Baron buff is going to roll it out for them. They're going to have all waves pushing. Even Rascal goes topside here after the reset and is going to be able to get that lane pressured. But you can see GEN, their composition also struggles to have insane engage outside of the Shockwave. But this is a fight for T1 that they're just fighting with half health bars on their main carry because he base checked moments before. The Super Mega Death Rocket comes through here and just forces him out.
Faker, no! What? That's the brush he got caught in to lose the 92-minute game!
Oh no. Well,
oh god, no!
Some memories coming back, Atlas.
Yeah?
GEN trying to make some new memories in this best of 5. And that is almost certainly going to be the last nail in the coffin here, as we're going to watch this one more time. Just extremely far forward here is Faker. And for what?
Yeah, it's so
That's
strange.
so peculiar. I mean, they had a lantern nearby, but why make this choice? Didn't even drop a...
So that is not that egregious, but that is a huge uncharacteristic mistake for Faker, as Nexus turret number 1 is going to go down. BDD flashes forward, gets another flash for his Shockwave. Ornhorn does go a little bit wide there as Kana breaks up the fight, but Rascal looks basically unkillable, just goes in and solos Teddy. Now Carrier and Kana have no damage. Faker finally turns up, but Ruler is an absolute monster. Carrier comes on in, that's a very angry dragon, and the Nexus will fall. GEN take game number 1, and we've got one hell of a best of 5 on our hands.
And it's a game of inches, not miles. It's a game of slow-paced, steady wins the race here for GEN. T1 with another scaling comp, but theirs didn't scale as well, and they fell behind in the tempo. It felt like every single play, every single moment that GEN had to set up there was so well played. They played proactively around the timings of the Drake. And I gotta say, this was a fantastic game for GEN. They had every single moment planned out, start to finish. They played it. The most impressive moment, arguably, was when they gave up that Drake. And when they just
pivotal
it's so
in
good.
The early to mid game, and what this GEN comp does is it enables Ruler in the late game, and this is exactly how this damage graph is supposed to look.
The one time GEN had to give up the Drake was because